Thanks. Good job. Try. Not looking good. I was just getting warmed up.
Right behind you.
Nice shot! Take him down. Take your best shot. Take a moment, people.
I really don't think...
I have the...
How else will they learn if we don't tell them how things should be?
You showed up at a bad time. Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one. Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancer's fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. Not well, apparently. Giatta says it's infected the farms, and every day it gets harder to doubt her.
Just take a blessed day look outside. Doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling down.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
The Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel-Garrote business again? Certainly not. Besides, I have no more business in Fjord. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel-Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
May the burned queen watch over you. Those dead. Gun. They're not evil. At all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if... Officially, I'm one of the many researchers. If you must know, that person... Aurat Auguri.
They do such lovely work here, don't... Hang on. I know you from Solace, right?
I'm afraid I don't know who you are.
You're blessed a ma...
So, I never thought... Yeah, I suppose... If you see any... Thank you. I wouldn't want my fellow...
But we...
You know what I mean. May you find... I was never here.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost. You must be the Adirian envoy I've been hearing about. The failing crops, the strange beasts. I was calling on the spirits of the recently... I am asking this... The dead of Fjord expect certain... That's exactly it! Well done! I have all our recent dead require...
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
The ritual heals all. The spirits get one. You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the first offering goes to a cliffside grave. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord. I believe it will do exactly that. Be careful.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp.
I can't thank you enough for helping to... You return!
Let's stay focused.
Giata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops! Look at your city! The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our... How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. In that case, you're right on...
Maybe you can talk some sense into our government.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some...
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll think... Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls...
I'm sure he didn't come. As you can see, I was just...
A cart full of spoil...
Ha! Emerald... First came the invasive species. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wild... Indeed. I believe that we can... Our governor would rather
They do. And that's...
Reckless is all... Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through...
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giata from hurting herself. You must be unfamiliar with animancy. Are you going to tell him about your family?
How dare you use that again?
I know it was an accident.
Well, If I don't have your trust, I am determined. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties.
Your request is...
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets up...
Everything I have proposed, under the circumstances...
Then neither do I. Giata...
Banished?
Ignacy, we can't lose her...
Your pupil has gone. Take her and leave. You're still... Then I trust you won't overstay your welcome.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this...
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his... I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverna. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the work.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
By tradition, I helped Maxim Vidaro lead the Republics. It was an honor to serve.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Jat is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fiorm. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time. He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to...
He reminds me of a lieutenant I served under. Led us into a trap because he wouldn't admit his maps were wrong.
If there's nothing more, I have...
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any... Is that... Gelarde? This is Starman. Nay, don't tell me. No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to... I did receive a shipment from Solace Keep recently, however. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work with.
Gallowayne's tusks? Come on. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this. And I'll take your money, eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, amigo? Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fior are animants. Officially no, but I have been known to... I have one... Welcome to my fine establishment, amico.
One job. Look out for her, Fidelio. How? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that, My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from there. I assumed they'd turn up. Praise Helia. Then they were good rangers.
Well, new recruits running.
Anyway, they're out there, all alone. Look at this place. Everyone here, meanwhile the but that's no concern of ours. The last time I saw them, if you go that way...
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while.
Pour you a drink, good like.
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus up. Except they are the only... I trust we've all heard. Birth's bet. We've had... The governor said so. Welcome back, envoy.
The crops are ruined. All!
Can anything be done?
Bly thinks I ought to give up farming, leave Emerald stare.
And the animancers are useless. You heard them arguing out there.
Mindless academics, the whole lot of them.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Giata!
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. I can think of one. He's an
you did challenge.
I know, but curses. Without Fiorme Siverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone. So am I. At least now I'm free to study. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream...
Your parents would be...
Anyway, listen to us babble. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. Likewise. They should be Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Anamanti... While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your...
You may not see it from this vantage, my dear, but you have outgrown... I always knew this day would come.
Quilici.
Once again...
Thank you. I'm ready. Well, not ready. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem. Much less today that changes. I need help from the Animancers around. Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's gotten an... Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are... And then there's Yvette and Remy. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name... I'd rather you find that out for yourself. What? We're about to make history.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
I have a lot of packing ahead of me, but I've earned a Naturally.
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub.
We're all ready. Ado,
Founded machine. Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect... Giada. What a loss. I owe that... Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is under... Ha! A novel, What I need is a stronger power. Grimoires can hold intense power, but besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too... Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died. Indeed, but that well is all... An Adragon's heart can hold an immense... The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but... So, you can understand why none of us went wrong. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Ado, welcome.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be onto something.
I'm sure her mother and father were onto something, and look what happened to them.
Something. I can't let anyone else discover this. Ah, Envoy, I'm sorry. No. On the contrary, yesterday I made, and then I thought. With no his tomb, I have been reading. Perhaps she's right. Maybe. I assumed I was speaking to a colleague, but I should double-check my work. I never forgive myself. I hope I'm right. I shudder to think what will happen if I'm not.
All right, explain it to me again.
Imagine a river of essence. It feeds our crops, enriches the soul, and fuels our experiments. So where is the source of the river? What have we really been doing these years?
I shouldn't be sober. But this time, in the top.
What do you think of Giatta's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little...
unpredictable. Like, the essence has no sense of direction.
How did you know?
We should talk, but not here.
Marius, did you leave a cleaning manual in my...
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light. We recoil. Our roots cannot grow. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place? Skin of the teeth. We feel them. What are these? Eons have passed. A harvest grows. The dead rise, set what has been broken. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not Adir sleeps? They are not troubled. A bitter thing we have learned.
My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like. Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What an I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very well. I'll tell. I'm up to my ear. They can't do... Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. You did? Poor Silvo. He was a So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my field, but I believe whatever causes it, the exotic plant, there's something about the... And end up like Giata. No, thank you. Not to get too superstitious, but toward what end? And thank you for the interesting read. You and Giata are going to...
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel.
Emeralds. Come back soon.
Did you hear? Yvette, look what I found! A genuine...
Oh my God, Remy, it's finally
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello? Remy, take a note. Fluent speed. We heard that Giada
I suppose we owe her a favor.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything. We want to know about the godlike, of course.
Let's begin the exam. Next time you go around... Tired of being remarkable?
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would. Wouldn't you say that you owe... So, you believe we need your...
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike... Very optimistic. I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight.
So, Giada wants to know all about the dreams. Do you want the good news or the...
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take...
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot... Its nature is wild, so it...
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover...
Precisely. A godlike and a
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too...
Not that we'd ever be interested in such An entity, you say? If this with enough essence and a capable...
Right, and with a little fresh...
Just be careful.
Now that we've researched them...
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for...
Well, if it isn't my favorite... Favorite godlike.
I need a minute.
That it?
I guess someone will have to do this for the people who starve to death when the food runs out. This must be near the spot that cartographer mentioned.
That's not hidden hard enough. Hey! Over here! That looks good. It burns! It
better weapon.